Hey, thank you for joining me. Welcome back. Math is easy, step by step. Here we're getting into another type of standardized assessment question. And let's just jump right on into it. All right, so if 2/7 times x, that's what this means, 2/7 next to x means 2/7 times x equals 31, what does 4/7 x equal? Okay, I'm going to say it again. If 2/7 x equals 31, what does 4/7 x equal? A, 15 and 5/10, or 15.5? B, 62? C, 108 and 2/10, or 108.2? Or D, 217? So, before getting into answering this particular question, I would like you to, if you're unfamiliar with, go ahead and take a look at my fractions video. All right. I've created videos on converting fractions, adding fractions, subtracting fractions, multiplying fractions, dividing fractions. It will be most helpful to you to understand adding, adding, and multiplying fractions. All right. Adding and subtracting. Adding and multiplying fractions. Because this is kind of like a trick question. It's really, really tricky. So I just want you to know right off the bat, take a quick look at this. And I'm going to try to show you two ways to, oh, sorry about that. I'm going to try to show you two ways to answer this particular type of question. But take a real quick look. I'm going to read it one more time. If 2/7 x equals 31, what does 4/7 x equal? Now, when I first saw this particular problem and I was checking it out, I kept getting it wrong. I'm telling you, this was super frustrating to me, right? I was doing all kinds of things, and then I realized, wait a minute, hold on. This task question is evaluating your understanding of numbers, number theory, or more specific, fractions, right? Understanding fractions. And even though the answers are, some of them, in decimal form, this is a kind of little tricky question trying to get you to really evaluate what you see in front of you. All right. I want to just give you a heads up there. It is tricky. Oh yeah, tricky. Okay, so let's review a little bit of what we know about fractions. Okay, and this really, again, I was looking to solve this algebraically, and again, this is a word. I'm sorry, a number um, recognition type of question. So let's review what we know about fractions. Okay, if I take 1/2, right? I want to take 1/2 and I want to double, right? 1/2 doubled is 1/2 plus 1/2. Or another way to say that is 1/2 times 2. Remember, I teach invisible ones. Every value is a fraction, whether it's an invisible one or it's a given value in the denominator's place. And when we multiply fractions, we multiply top to top, bottom to bottom. So if you double 1/2, you can do it two ways. You can add or you can multiply your fractions, okay? So 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 2/2. All right? Or 1/2 times 2/1, invisible 1, we multiply top to top, bottom to bottom, is still 2/2. All right? I just wanted to kind of show this in review if you're familiar with fractions or you're not. If you're not familiar with fractions, please watch my video. And I'm going to show a second part to this video that explains clearly another way that you can kind of look at this problem and solve it. So if we double 2/7, right? Remember 2/7 x equals 31 was the original part of the problem. If we double 2/7, that's 2/7 plus 2/7, which is 4/7. Okay? If 2/7 x equals 31, then what does 4/7 x equal? And you can see here, if 2/7 is doubled to 4/7, then couldn't we double 31? And so 4/7 of x equals double of 31, which is 62. That answer is B. So this is number theory, really trying to check to see your understanding of number theory. You double 2/7, you end up with 4/7. So if you double 2/7 and 2/7 x is equal to 31, then couldn't we double the 2/7, 4 over 7? And wouldn't we want to double the 31 as well? 31 times 2, or 31 plus 31 is 62. The answer is B. In this next video, what I'm going to show you in this part 2 video is another way to kind of look at it, right? In mathematics, I don't care what any of your teachers say, majority of the time in the mathematics that we'll go over in these videos, typically, for the standardized assessments, excuse me, there are always, I'll say almost always more than one way to solve the math problem that we're working on. Okay, there's typically always more than just one way that's being taught, right? There's other ways that could be taught in order to answer these questions. So for this test question, the answer is B. Thank you for joining me. Math is easy, step by step. If these videos help you, please like, follow, and share. I'd love to get to 20,000 followers, 100,000 likes. That will certainly help me out. Your stars, your gifts, your donations would also help me to replace the equipment. I need a new camera. I need new stacks of paper, and need to stock up on some colored pens. So check out part 2 of this video. It's just another way to look at it. Math is easy. Take it step by step.